and welcome to my channel. If you're new around here, then my name's Claire Howard and I'm so happy to have you here. If you're a returning viewer, then welcome back. It's always great to have you here with me. So today's vlog is basically just about getting your backside in gear and getting back on it. Now, I know all of our journeys are different, but my journey has come to a bit of a stop when it comes to Slim and Wild and stuff, and I've been in a right slump since getting back off my holiday. So I've had my butt kicked back into gear this week, and I think I've finally got back in the right headspace, which is what it's all about at the end of the day, isn't it? If our head's not in it, then it just doesn't work. So in this vlog, I'm just speaking a little bit about getting back on plan, where I am, how I'm feeling, and hopefully it will help motivate you if you're in a bit of a slump as well. I'm also including plenty of food ideas as per normal, but it is just a bit of a getting through the week vlog with a few updates every day of how that is going and my weigh-in results, which obviously being in my slump, being away on holiday, my weight has just gone up. I feel really uncomfortable in myself at the moment, not just because of the weight, but because of the bloatedness and just heavy feeling in your stomach from eating all of the wrong foods. So I am back on it. I'm going to go through a few of the things that I'm doing to plan and organise myself, motivate myself and get back on track this month. So please, if you are on a Slim and Wild journey and you would like to join me, someone who gives a very honest account of how it's going, it's up and down, it is fitting it in around family life and just our mental slumps and highs and all of that. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's a bit tricky, isn't it? So yeah, let's get on to the vlog and see how this week's going. Hey, welcome back. Good morning. So it is Tuesday morning. So I weighed in for the first time last Wednesday, and since then I have followed plan 0. I have done exercise 0. So 1 week on, Tuesday morning I'm out. I've just done my run around the block. It's only a mile, but at 5:30 I got up. It's now, I don't know the time because I can't see it, but probably about 6 a.m. Raining. It's actually really fresh and really nice. Today starts the start of it. So I told myself I was going to start last week, but I didn't. So the point of this message is, even if you let yourself down 1 week, there's still the next week. Don't feel because you didn't do it on the first week, you can't go for your weigh-in tomorrow, put on weight, and then kick your butt right into gear. So my plan today, excuse me, I'm out of breath. My plan today is to get up and do my run, and that is my plan for the next 3 days, to get out of bed early and do my run, because I just don't fit it in if I go for an evening or afternoon, because I'm a morning person. I need to get up and do things. So that's done, off the list. I'm going to get in now, have a cup of tea and a shower, and write my shopping list, because I'm off work today. So I'm going to go to Aldi and do a stock up shop. I'm also going to write a list and get some meals in from Iceland, because that always works really well for me for days that I haven't prepared lunch, or maybe I've worked late and I can't be bothered to cook. Those meals are really good and they're really tasty if you hadn't had them before. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and say, we all set ourselves goals and we don't always hit them. It doesn't mean we can't reset and start again. So I basically came on here and told you guys all last week, I'm on it, getting started, and I've done nothing. Had a big fat plate of fish and chips last night because I didn't get around to go shopping with work and stuff. I probably started on quite a busy day because Wednesday leads into my busy time at work, so it's not a great day to start, to be honest. Whereas this week I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so I've got a good jump on getting some food prep done, planning my week, and getting done. So that is it. I will be back later with my shopping and a little bit of an idea on what I'm going to be eating this week. And I'm going to keep you with me from now until my weigh day next Wednesday, when I will share how I have got on with my week, hopefully staying motivated, eating well and losing weight. We'll see. Anyway, I'll catch you later. I'm going to get out of this rain. Hi, how are we? Welcome back. So it is yesterday, Tuesday. Yeah, today is Weigh Day Wednesday. So as I told you when I spoke yesterday, I've literally done no Slimming World all week. I started on it yesterday, and in the evening I made burgers, homemade burgers using the 5% lean mince, Hexby wholemeal roll, salad and Slimming World chips. So that was yesterday, and I did do a full day on plan yesterday evening because I've got very used to having evening snacks and a glass of wine. I was feeling very snackish and very peckish, but I did stay away from it. I just thought I would come on now. This is Wednesday, so I am going to my weigh-in this evening, fully expecting a gain after the last week. But 2 days on now, so this is my second day on. Yesterday morning, I did go for a run. So yeah, it was yesterday I spoke to you. Yesterday morning, I did go for a run. I got up at 5:30, went out, so I was up before the boys even woke up in the morning. That worked really well. Today, I have rejoined the gym. And I've been for a workout with my sister, so I am feeling good. I had egg, beans and ham for breakfast. I'm now going to make myself some lunch. I've got out some tuna and salad bits, and I've also got a tin of chickpeas out because I really enjoy chickpeas, but I never think to pop them in a salad, so I'm going to put some of them in too. But before I make my salad, I am now prepping some food, and I'm going to make a rice pudding for the week. The rice pudding has been in so many of my vlogs, and so I am sorry if you're bored of it, but it is one of those things I get asked for the recipe for all the time. So I'm going to include it again. So we are using Asda pudding rice. This is free food, and I usually put in about 160 grams. So I'm just going to weigh that out now. So this is what your 160 grams of rice will look like. 160, 170, everyone's going to have their number which works well for them and gives it the right texture and consistency. I have got my Alpro coconut milk. Now this is, I believe 400 millilitres for a hex A, okay? So this container is 1 litre. So it doesn't work out exactly on hex A. So you can either buy another tub and put in 1,200, then do that as 3 portions. I do it as 3 portions anyway and count it as a hex A, but it is not a full hex A, okay? So I make this pretty sin-free because I'm using my rice, which is free, and I'm using the coconut milk. Now, on some recipes I've seen, like the one on the app and others, they do add a sweetener. Sweetener needs to be sinned per tablespoon. I don't add any sweetener with the coconut milk. Previously, I used to use the almond milk, but the coconut milk I feel has enough flavour and taste. I don't need to add any sugar. The only other thing I may add into my rice pudding is maybe some vanilla essence or almond essence or a little bit of both. Like I say, this is all down to personal taste, and I usually put a bit of cinnamon in. You can put nutmeg in, all things like that taste delicious in a rice pudding. So I am now going to pop this. I've just covered myself in cinnamon somehow, look. Anyway, yep. At least cinnamon smells nice. I'm now going to pop this into my pressure cooker. You can make this in a pressure cooker, you can make it in a pan, or you can make it in a slow cooker. So in the slow cooker, it takes 1.5 to 2 hours on a medium heat, I feel. I haven't done it in my slow cooker for a while. In my pressure cooker, it takes 10 minutes. So that's what I'm doing, just for ease. I'm going to pop it in my pressure cooker now. Already, and I've just realised I haven't prepped my lasagna that I need to be putting in the oven, because tonight is one of those nights where it's a bit of a rush. The boys have a after school club at 4 o'clock, so I pick them up at like 3:20, and then it's rush home, get changed, get to the club, and then there's no real time for me to come home, so I just kind of hang around there or pop in Tesco's and do some shopping, whatever. But I did want to cook a lasagna for dinner tonight, which obviously doesn't take that long to prep, but it does need sort of your 40 minutes or so in the oven. So what I am going to do is I'm going to prep my lasagna now. I'm going to pop it in the oven and cook it. How am I going to do this? I'm going to put it in the oven before we go. Then when we come back, I've just got to put the cheesy top on and that will be ready for the boys to eat. And I'm then going to pop off to Slimming World and I'll heat mine up later. So I have made this lasagna a couple of times in other vlogs. It is a sin-free lasagna if you are using the cheese as a healthy extra. If not, obviously you need to work that out. So what I'm doing at the moment, I am just cutting up some garlic. I have got my less than 5% mince, which I'm about to fry off with garlic and some chopped onion. I'm gonna add passata to that, layer it up with my pasta, and then we're gonna use the seriously strong cheddar as a topping for that. Now, again, I've cooked this twice, I think, in vlogs. I've messed it up both times, so hopefully this time it is gonna go well for me. And it's just another one of those really filling, easy family Slimming World meals. So I'm going to get on and cook that now because I don't know where the days go, but it's 2 o'clock again already and I need to get this prepped. So as soon as I come in from the school run, I can whack it in the oven, then go off to my class and then come back. It's all go, go, go. Anyway, let's get this on.
Your eyes tell me that you don't wanna leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you.
Okay, let's take the lid off this pressure cooker. And there we have our lush rice pudding. This rice pudding is such a favourite of mine. I know I've shown it a few times, but I love it. I love it because it's just a nice, comforting, warm dessert to have. I mean, it's not your creamy rice pudding. It is creamy, but it's not creamy in the same way as we know our full fat and milk cream one would be. But it is delicious. Still, you can eat it just as it is straight out of that pan and that is sin-free as long as you're using a Hex A allowance. You can add toppings. I've got toppings that I love to add to it. I really enjoy topping it. Oh, getting attacked by my cupboard. I really enjoy topping it with these Sweet Freedom syrups. This one is probably my favorite, which is the caramel. Now, caramel Sweet Freedom syrup with apple is really tasty. The raspberry one, also, I love that. Fresh raspberries or strawberries with the raspberry Sweet Freedom is very delicious. And then I have the chocolate one here. I don't use this one as much. It is nearly full, but that's quite nice with banana or apple as well. Those are super yummy. Obviously, you would need to sin them. I'll have to look it up because I don't know off the top of my head, but I've got a feeling it's half a sin for a teaspoon or a tablespoon. I'm not sure which. Obviously, check that before you top it because you don't want to make something that's really sin-free and a good Slimming Well snack and then top it with a load of things that are going to stack your sins up for the day. But I find that the rice pudding makes a really good alternative for a breakfast. Instead of having porridge and using my Hex B, I will often have the rice pudding for breakfast. It makes for a really nice warming breakfast, topped with some fresh fruit. It is yummy scrummy, it's filling, and it leaves your Hex B for later in the day, which is always a bonus. So enough about my rice pudding. You all know how much I love it. But if you're new here and you haven't seen it before, the rice pudding is awesome. It's a really good way to bulk up and make something in your fridge that is there on hand, sweet, tasty, comfort food that is sin-free or very low sin if you add some sweet toppings. let's go. Third time lucky on this lasagna. I'm now going to make the topping using this seriously lighter cheddar. This is a really nice cheesy sauce, so I'm just going to pop both pots of these into my tub, add a little water to loosen it, and then it's going to go on top of my lasagna.
Your eyes tell me that you don't wanna leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now.
Hi, good evening. So I have just been for my weigh-in for this week. As I said before, I didn't actually have a day on plan until yesterday, so I wasn't surprised that I was going to get a gain. I was surprised that it was £3. That's like half of my holiday gain on again. But anyway, that was asked for. However, I did stay at group this week, and I'm so glad I did. We just went through this week's new magazine. There's lots of stuff in here that I picked up, some really useful information, some recipes, some new products, and just got my brain ticking, overeating and creating recipes, because I have been very static, very bored. So it really did do me good to go through that. I'm feeling really inspired to go away and just plan my week, plan my shopping and get back on board. I've been in a proper slump. I haven't been really taking account for what I've been eating. I haven't been recording anything, and I've just been sort of just fly by, just do it, whatever, and half-heartedly doing it when I have been doing it. So getting to group this week has really inspired me. I think that is where group is important, and that is where I do need that, because every now and then I just need a real kick up the backside, and not that I've had a kick up the backside, but just to go through everything and to listen and get ideas off people. And it does make a difference, because I feel like I have been very stale. So I've come away with lots of ideas. I will go through the magazine. I'll try and go through it at some point this week. If not, I'll point out things that I've taken from the magazine as we go on over the next week. But yeah, feeling quite motivated into getting back in it this week, like properly, not just the half-assed way I've been doing it recently. So I'm excited to share some new recipes and foods with you and get back on track. Hopefully, if you've been feeling a bit more like me too, you'll be inspired too, and it'll help you along the way. Anyway, I'm gonna get home and have my dinner. Right, hi guys. So just reporting back to you after my weigh-in last night. Like I said, I'm definitely feeling more motivated. I got loads of ideas in group last night, and I just thought I'd go through a few of them with you. So like I told you, I have put on £3, so that's now £9 I've put on in total, which takes me up to 12.10, I think. So way out of my 11 stone zone that I like to be in. So first target is losing half a stone. Second target is getting back into that 11 stone zone, because that is where I feel much more comfortable in myself. Like I mentioned, we did spend a lot of time in group last night going through the magazine. So that's what I also wanted to point out about groups, because I know a lot of you don't like groups, you've been to groups, you felt uncomfortable. So my experience of going to my current group that I go to, and this is why it is important, because I have been to groups also too that I didn't feel comfortable in. I didn't gel with the consultant. I didn't really feel the consultant had anything that they would offer me to inspire me or motivate me. But going to my group last night, I do feel motivated and I do feel inspired, and I feel like if you do find the right group, you should have that to take away, and it should help you on your Slim and Well journey. So I know groups are something that some people like, some people don't. Having the confidence to go to group is a big thing to start with, but finding a group where you fit and where you do get that motivation, inspiration and ideas from is, I think, very helpful on a Slim and Well journey, in my opinion. So just some of the things that I picked up from our group last night going through the book. There was loads of stuff in this magazine. Now, I often buy the magazine and it sits on my side and I don't really read it. So it was actually really helpful in group to go through the magazine because it pointed out loads of things that I might not have even noticed or seen. So firstly, these cans cans of wine. They're four syns each, I believe. You would need to double check that, but I'm sure when I looked it up, 4 syns for a can of wine, that's quite handy if you're out and about, or you want to have drinks that you know are weighed, measured, and in your fridge. Plus you get a little £1 off, which is fab. Now, this recipe caught my eyes. I thought these looked really nice and refreshing. Just a nice thing to make maybe on a Friday or a Saturday night. It's pink lemonade ice cream floats. And they are 3.5 syns each. And they only take about 5 minutes to make. It's literally pink lemonade, raspberries. You've got your low calorie vanilla ice cream and rose water. I thought that looked really pretty. I do, however, need to get myself some pretty little glasses like this if I am going to make it. But that looked quite nice for a summer treat. Now, I've folded some pages, so give me a second. Obviously, in this magazine, you have got the inspirational stories of others that you always get. Another one that I picked up was some tips on getting through summer and spritzer. This is what I done last summer. I turned my white wine because one of the things I have mentioned to you guys is I'm drinking wine every night again. I'm like getting in and end of the day, oh, I fancy a glass of wine. So it's a glass of wine or two, which absolutely is being cut out right now. However, a spritzer, that might be okay. The odd spritzer that makes it a bigger drink with some ice, maybe a sprig of mint or something, makes it a bigger drink and lasts a bit longer, makes a long drink rather than a shorter glass of wine. Another thing I am looking at that I found that I think I'm going to look at more is just making your salads more interesting. Now, we all know salad, and I'm a bit boring with my salad this week. I've literally got iceberg lettuce, tomatoes and cucumber, but there's so many nice things like radishes and seeds and edamame beans and rice and pasta and boiled potatoes and loads of things we can put in our salad to spruce them up a little bit. And I thought this bit looked quite interesting. There's a few recipes here for making your own dressings. Now, I am someone who likes a dressing on a salad, a plain salad, unless it's got lots of different stuff like beetroots and stuff that have got their pickle and things on them, can be quite boring, can't it? So that was something I thought I would look more closely at. There's loads and loads of recipes in this one, but the one that caught my eye, funnily enough, is a vegetarian recipe, because when I made that green bean risotto the other day, that was really nice. So this one caught my eye. It's baked cheesy courgette risotto. Now, again, it looks like quite a quick weeknight dinner. Cutting out the meat. Also, I'm finding my shopping is really expensive right now. I spent £140 in Asda the other day, and it was a pretty basic shop. Like £140 used to get you one of those real restock trolley fulls, you know, with your cleaning products and everything. But this was a basic food shop, probably. And then I did actually get home and find I had nothing for lunch. So that's how much I got for my £140. So I feel like cutting meat out a couple of times a week and, you know, looking at what I'm cooking a bit more to work out some more cost-effective meals may be helpful. There is another page on here and a couple of tips that I found we were speaking a lot in group about a lot of the girls like the Asian style coleslaws and sauces for salads and things, which I really very much enjoy too. So rice vinegar came up, and I have had that in the past. It's a good thing to mix with soy sauce for making some of these dressings and giving your salads and stuff a bit of an Asian taste, which sounds really fresh and nice. So that was one of the things I'm going to look into further. And also gherkins. Haven't had these in my fridge for ages. Now, if you watch some of my early Slim and Well vlogs, you will see me cooking my dinner, eating jars of pickled onions, beetroots, gherkins. So I'm going to stock up on those things because they're really handy to have in the fridge for if you are feeling a little bit snacky while you're cooking dinner. A few pickled onions, a few slices of beetroot. It sounds random, but they're nice things to fill up on that are sin-free and speed. So gherkins are great, aren't they? You can chop them up in your salads. They can go in your burgers. They can be a little grab out of the fridge snack. Now, I'm sure I turned some more pages here. What were the other ones? Oh, yes. So Slim and Well Kitchen. I don't know how many of you have seen this. I had the, which one did I get before? Hello Chef. Yeah. But I couldn't work out my syns and stuff properly, so it didn't really work, although I really enjoyed the concept. So I may look at getting myself a Slim and Well Kitchen box. I think for over the weekend or trying some different meals. It's just, it takes the thought out of going shopping and buying loads of different things. There's everything you need in that box. So I'm thinking maybe next week or the week after, I'm gonna get a Slim and Well box ordered, and I'll do a vlog on that so that you guys can see what sort of things you're getting in the box and whether that is something that you would find helpful going forward in Slim and Well. Even if it's just those weeks where you're too busy to plan, it might fill some dinners. I did quickly, while I was in group, pop 3 meals in my basket. It did come to £39, which I did think was quite expensive. So I am curious to see what you get in the box for that. It's obviously with my Hello Chef, it is Hello Chef, isn't it? Got quite heavy discounts. I got 60% off the first box. So it is seeing whether those foods work and whether we consider what is in the box is time saving enough, good enough quality food that it's going to be worth that amount of money. But like I say, shopping's really expensive anyway. So 3 meals, probably that's what it's working out to nowadays. Also, a little reminder, I love the Iceland meals for Slimming World. I find these really convenient to have in my fridge. I often take the lunches to work, and I'm going to have a stock up on Slimming World this week, on Iceland. I'm going to do an Iceland order this week is what I meant to say, because I haven't had any of the Iceland things in for ages. At our previous address, I couldn't get Iceland delivered home. I could only go to the shops, and they're a little bit out of the way, to be honest. So I can get a delivery now, which is fab. I haven't turned any more pages, but I'm sure there's loads more in this book that I could point out to you. But anyway, this is just a few ideas that I've got from the magazine this week. The other thing I have done this morning for breakfast, I've just had my egg and beans in a bowl. Again, easy favourite breakfast. I have gone through and I've added all of my food into my app. Now, this is something that I haven't done for a long time. Again, when things start to let go, these are the things we start to let go. So I've added my food into my app. I've added my breakfast, lunch and dinner. And my sort of snack this evening, I'm going to have my rice pudding with a lovely topping. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on it yet. And that's helped me already. I can see what sins I've got. I can see where I am for the day. So doing a more thorough food plan is something I am definitely planning on next week. And I'm going to try and remember to keep putting my foods into the app, because that just being able to see what you're having, because I'm writing things here and I'm writing things on my phone and I lose track of where I've written it and I never look at it. So back on the app, I'm going to work on doing that. That is one of my focuses this week. Do you find it helps to put your food in the app? I was quite surprised because I'm doing a recipe this evening, doing curried chicken curry noodles from this book. Just because we're back quite late, and this is a really quick and easy one. It's a microwave meal, actually. Do it in the microwave. Really quick and easy one to do for dinner. And I typed that up on my planner under recipes, and it just put all of the ingredients in for me, which I thought was really cool. So I've got that recipe stored in my app as well. So yeah, that is me. I'm on it. I am feeling much more motivated. I think I finally got my head in the right space, so we are good to go. So I'm going to leave this vlog, today's vlog, here so I can get it uploaded hopefully for Friday for you guys. Please tell me about your weeks, tell me what your struggles are, tell me what you found helpful, tell me how your group's gone, tell me any great recipes or things you think that I need to try or anyone else on here needs to try. It's all about sharing our ideas and yeah, making it so it's not boring, making it interesting. This is why I don't know why I slip off Slim and Well, because generally I eat so much better. I eat better food, put more effort into my food, and it is nicer and I feel better. So it is win-win. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I am rambling on. And I'll catch you later. Have a fab week. Thanks so much for catching up with me in this vlog. There's going to be quite a few vlogs coming up because I really need this to motivate me and get myself back on track again. I feel like after staying in group yesterday, I am back in the right headspace, and I'm hoping this is all going to be on the up, or should I say the down for me, weight-wise. So if you did enjoy the vlog and you would like to join me in future vlogs, then please do consider pressing the subscribe button. That means you get to see future vlogs as they are uploaded. And please, 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 may I ask if you can give my video a little like. The likes just let me know you're there and you're enjoying the content and make it all worthwhile. And it also can help other people to see the vlogs. So please, I really do appreciate that in helping my channel grow. Thanks so much, guys, and I will see you in the next one.